Good morning, children, and welcome back to the geography class. In our previous class, we learned about so many natural resources, their importance, and about their conservation. So today we are going to talk about natural vegetation and wildlife and their conservation. Natural vegetation and wildlife. Natural vegetation is the total plant life of a particular region that has developed in an environment untouched by man and is the combined result of prevailing climate, soil, and biotic conditions. Just as vegetation is the flora, wildlife is the fauna of a region. Animals can be found in every time of vegetation and are usually isolated from any human contact. It includes all the animals, birds, insects, etc. of the region. The diversity of wildlife in the world is unimaginably large. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere that we call biosphere. In the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. This life-supporting system is known as the ecosystem. Vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. Plants provide us with timber, give shelter to animals, produce oxygen we breathe, protect soil so essential for growing crops, act as shelter belts, help in storage of underground water, give us fruits, nuts, latex, turpentine oil, gum, medicinal plants, and also the paper that is so essential for your studies. There are innumerable uses of plants and you can add some more. Wildlife includes animals, birds, insects, as well as the aquatic life forms. They provide us milk, meat, hides, and wool. Insects like bees provide us honey, help in pollination of flowers, and have an important role to play as decomposers in the ecosystem. The birds feed on insects and act as decomposers as well. Vulture, due to its ability to feed on dead livestock, is a scavenger and considered a vital cleanser of the environment. So animals, big or small, all are integral to maintaining balance in the ecosystem. Who are scavengers? Those who eat the dead animals or dead matter. They do not hunt, kill, and eat. Do you know, vultures in the Indian subcontinent were dying of kidney failure shortly after scavenging livestock treated with diclofenac, a painkiller that is similar to aspirin or brufen. Efforts are on to ban the drug for livestock use and breed vultures in captivity. Breed vultures in captivity means to produce offspring in a confined area. Distribution of natural vegetation. The growth of vegetation depends primarily on temperature and moisture. The major vegetation types of the world are grouped as forest, grasslands, shrubs and scrubs, and tundra vegetation. Forests. In areas of heavy rainfall, huge trees may thrive. The forests are thus associated with areas having abundant water supply. Forests are broadly classified as evergreen and deciduous forests, depending on when they shed their leaves. Evergreen forests do not shed their leaves simultaneously in any season of the year. Deciduous forests shed their leaves in a particular season to conserve loss of moisture through transpiration. These forests are further classified as tropical or temperate based on their location in their different latitudes. As the amount of moisture decreases, the size of trees and their density reduces. In the regions of moderate rainfall, short, stunted trees and grasses grow, forming the grasslands of the world. In dry areas of low rainfall, thorny shrubs and scrubs grow. In such areas, plants have deep roots and tree leaves have thorny and waxy surface to reduce loss of moisture by transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is the process of water movement through a plant and its evaporation from aerial parts such as leaves, stems, and flowers. Tundra vegetation of cold polar regions comprise of mosses and lichens. What is the meaning of tundra? A vast, flat, treeless Arctic region of Europe, Asia, and North America in which the subsoil is permanently frozen. Conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Forests are our wealth. Plants give shelter to the animals and together they maintain the ecosystem. Changes of climate and human interferences can cause the loss of natural habitats for the plants and animals. Many species have become vulnerable or endangered and some are on the verge of extinction. Deforestation, soil erosion, constructional activities, forest fires, tsunami, and landslides are some of the human-made and natural factors which together accelerate the process of extinction of these great natural resources. One of the major concerns is the increasing incidence of poaching that results in a sharp decline in the number of particular species. Poaching means hunting and killing. The animals are poached for collection and illegal trade of hides, skins, nails, teeth, horns, as well as feathers. There is a balance in the environment if the relative number of species is not disturbed. Human activities in several parts of the world have disturbed the natural habitats of many species. Due to indiscriminate killings, several birds and animals have either become extinct or are on the verge of extinction. Many countries have passed laws declaring that the trade as well as killing of birds and animals are illegal. Conservation of plants and animals is an ethical duty of every citizen. Some of these animals are tiger, lion, elephant, deer, black buck, crocodile, rhinoceros, snow leopard, ostrich, and peacock. These can be conserved by increasing awareness. Forest fire is a threat to entire region of fauna and flora. It occurs mainly due to three reasons. Number one, natural fire due to lightning, etc. Number two, fire due to heat generated in the litter due to carelessness of people. Number three, purposely caused fire by local inhabitants. Some control measures to control the forest fire. Number one, to Prevention of human-caused fires through education. Number 2, prompt detection of fires through well-coordinated network of observation points, efficient ground patrolling and communication network. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves are made to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Conservation of creeks, lakes, and wetlands is necessary to save the precious resource from depletion. An international convention site has been established that lists several species of animals and birds in which trade is prohibited. Conservation of plants and animals is an ethical duty of every citizen. Awareness programs like social forestry and Van Mahotsava should be encouraged at the regional and community level. School children should be encouraged for bird watching and visiting nature camps so that they appreciate the habitat of varied species. Do you know? Cites the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora is an international agreement between the governments. It aims to ensure that international trade in specimens of wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. Roughly 5,000 species of animals and 28,000 species of plants are protected. Bears, dolphins, cacti, corals, orchids, and aloes are some examples.
Thank you.